Welcome back to RLCraft, and I have a lot going on today, including trying to find a dragon that I can't find right now because I can't even find the portal. I needed level 16 for my magic, and of course there's these things that just keep coming out of my portal. I think it's actually pretty cool. That's why I left it lit, because I don't know why, just something randomly trying to attack me is something I've gotten used to, so it's funny. There you go. I did get it up. I just used cows and some of my crops to get up to level 16. It's pretty quick. And it heads that direction. But I needed more than that. I need to get ready for the ice dragon. When I can find it anyway. But either way, I have to get ready for that. The end dragon, because I don't know. I assume it's going to be different. These trimmers, do not try to attack them up close unless you have good armor. That's what I'm going to say. Because they deal damage. They hurt. And my halberd is actually pretty good. This water canteen, if you've never made a dragon bone canteen, the purified one, get one. They are amazing. I don't have to cook any more bottles. I just dip this into water to fill it. And then that's it. You just keep drinking. So it's make that. The canteen is probably my favorite thing in this entire game. Honestly, it's just back and forth trying to keep up with my thirst. And I don't have a furnace. I really wanted to kill this guy, and I thought his health was low. And then I waited to get a little bit closer to him, but no, he just regenerates. So that wasn't work. My bow, I don't know why. When I wanted to find, mind you, I lost my good bows. That's why I'm looking for like power 4 books and anything that would give me like punch and blast, all the stuff you would want on a bow. My bow is terrible. It has infinity, so that's a thing. These guys, I just am happy to kill anytime I see them, especially when they're on land, because I just don't like them. They've murdered me so much. I did, however, it was in this tower, I did find something special. An error block item. Some Aussie liner. I can't add them to mine because I've already added warmth to it, but I can add it to some other piece. So that's a good thing. I took on one of these towers things. I like this character. It's real creepy. But good thing I'm on my bird, because it's the whole flying through walls things is a little bit much. But I'm trying to get some XP on here and go through some of the small chests that are not locked, because I'm not going to pick them. This witch threw a potion at me, not to damage, but it scrambles your inventory, which I think is pretty funny. There is quite a bit of loot in these towers, but there's also quite a bit of spawners, and strong spawners, from the skeletons to the Vex, the witches, a lot of zombies. When you get those specialty mobs, you'll see the name come at the top of the screen whenever they show up. You just got to be careful with those. I try to keep my distance with those. But it's tough. It's tough. I've never been inside one. I really want to be able to go inside one. But look, there's certain parts of this you can't break into. You actually have to go in. And at the top of one of these towers, I believe it's the one with the brick on it, has a end crystal in it. I don't know why. At some point I might go in it, and I say that I'll probably never go into one. But I'm still on my journey to look for books. That's what I'm looking around for. Not here, because there's never any enchanted books in these big cities. Just waystones and some supplies, wood. This bird, I actually wouldn't mind taming this. That's why I took it. Took the incentive to actually kill that one, because I wanted to kill it. There's another sea serpent. This one just apparently beached itself right there, and it's a bigger one. So I'm going to kill this one too. There's a lot more sea serpents that I've been seeing. And then these ladies. Don't know why I decided, because I'm far west of where I've been searching for an ice dragon. But these ladies were in this little small pondy thing, river. And I was like, just kill them. I didn't know they can actually attack you from under the ice. If you didn't know that. I didn't know it either. See, when they're on the ground, great. I can just pick up. Bird. That bird just kept getting in the way when I didn't need it to, right now. Yeah, I just got attacked through the ice from that lady's beam. But I decided I also wanted to get a dragon set of armor, which should be the ice dragon or the silver. I believe the color is silver for this one. And it's great. It's great. The color is just about what it needs to be. It's strange because I still think majority of stronger armor is actually the Tide Guardian armor. And I think I want to say it's the boots. The boots I think are stronger on the dragon than it is the Tide Guardian. But other than that, I think the Tide Guardian is stronger defensively than the dragon. But I do have a dragon set. So it all depends on what kind of enchants I can get for both. Which one I use. I like the Tide Guardian because then you get the water breathing. I'm not sure about the actual dragon because I've never worn dragon armor. I don't think it gives you like fire resist or anything. But eventually I do get this bird down because I love this one. This one or the purple one I would love to have just because they're not as common. Out here, obviously, they are. I am legit in a winter biome. These guys are so troublesome. Got this guy down. And since it's an ice dragon, since I was hunting and wanting to hunt ice dragons, I made sure I had some flamey flame on my fire halberd. It's really low. You see that? One hit. I don't understand. I didn't see anything. So I am taking this walk of shame, just hoping that one, I make it back in time, nothing attacks me here, and also that the dragon is dead. Because if you saw, the dragon was on fire still when I died. So I'm hoping, I don't know the game mechanics once like you die. I was hoping it was just like normal and then it just dies. But I won't know until I get there. And I'm just running. Because, of course, I never have. And you can see me. I was like, I need to sleep. I need to sleep. But then I got really lazy. I can tell you that right now. See, after the second one, I was like, I don't even have a crafting table. But it's dead. It is dead. And I get my stuff back. More specifically, I really wanted to get my gear and my bed. It's interesting how your stuff just spreads out when you die. Like, you just really explode, and you really have to look. Don't die in the water, because that stuff just spreads out so bad. Where is it? Come on. Oh, you can't put it on there. There. So I was happy to get my stuff back. And I killed the dragon. It's not a level 5 dragon. I was looking for a level 5 dragon in this area. And it's supposedly the rarest one you can get. I really wish you could get looting on your bow. Just saying that. But I gotta get ready. One thing I did, though, was I made an ice halberd. Of course, get your bones. If you see dragons dead, just take their bones. Take the bones, because you'll need the bones for reforging and for these weapons. Like, see, reforging here, whatever the material's made out of, that's what you reforge it with. You see down here at the bottom where it says mastery in pink? That will change the more you feed it. It's 1 diamond per spin. It's not XP, which is amazing. I'd rather do materials than XP. I think it's mastery and legendary, but I don't think I got legendary on these. But I'm just rolling. And I didn't realize how beneficial this was, the reforging station. And then there's a reforging station for your baubles as well, which is great. And then, of course, I'm looking at more baubles. I want some kind of advantage as a whole. That's what I really want. So, night vision. That was my idea of finding an ice dragon. Is like going into a cavern, a ravine, and looking down. And that was my idea. I found a couple. I know what this is. There's spawners in this stupid thing, which is unfortunate because I'm about to go in this hole. And the stuff that spawns in this biome typically fly. And the reason why it's so lit up is because I have night vision, which is amazing. This is what I thought. All this ice, I think I saw it somewhere else. This is the first ice dragon lair or dragon lair I've ever found. Ever. It was right here on the edge. And weirdly enough, there is a waystone in the air, but it is there. Right there. Next to it. Which I didn't even notice. Normally these piles of stuff, I just ignore. So I name it. And then I go back home to prepare some more. And then, of course, an event happens. Whatever reason, when I'm just in my house doing things, events just happen to start. This one's just tree, so I wasn't that worried about it. I didn't know this guy came with a tree thing. This giant penguin thing. Which he wasn't too bad. I think I've only seen him at a spawner once. One type. I think it was the big brown one. But I wasn't too concerned. That's why I wanted my soul gazer. To learn more about it. Because I think you can tame those. But I don't see him enough for that to make any difference. Unless, I guess I can just go to Battle Tower. These guys are funny. Like, they are funny. The little one's not big. These big ones. That one's funny. See where it says sticky berserk? It grabs the item you're hitting it with. Like, you can pick it back up, but it's funny. They're not hard. See? The halberd's what I really needed to kind of go at this, but I didn't want to get too close and then lose a good weapon. Death is not that big of a deal because I'm so close to home, but it's losing the weapons it takes me so long to get is what I was worried about. At some point, I wouldn't mind doing like a hardcore. Those things was hitting me hard, though. Apples. Golden apples are your friend in this. Enchanted golden apples, or the notch apple, is amazing because it also gives you fire resist as well. I think like 2 more buffs that's on it. But of course it takes gold blocks versus gold ingots for the actual enchanted one. If you can find them, take them. Don't just eat them unless you just really need to. Because I haven't been able to get fire resist yet. And I want a fire resist bauble. More so for the fire dragons because it's going to be amazing for that. There's a lot of different things you can use in this game to get ahead, somewhat get behind, because there's stuff that actually takes away from your stuff too, but it's just that perfect mix of stuff that I just love. My idea was just try to use a fire charge. You just crouch and throw. See? He grabbed it, but yeah, that's what you do. But you have to kill something that actually drops them if you want those. Which, I actually have those tamed. And I can summon. It doesn't throw very far. I forgot about that. I guess I'm not a quarterback after all. But this was actually, I guess, relaxing. I was more relieved because I needed the levels too. For this. So, I run out of those balls. And this guy right here, all you do is click the space, the number you want, and then click which one of these mobs you want in it. See how I'm changing it? That's all you do. I like these guys because the fireballs, and also they don't take much summoning energy or mana. I think that's what they call it. It doesn't take. I think it's 2 per each mob. I don't know why. It's always little baby things that attack me or get into my house for obvious reasons. Little baby Venturaptors, zombies, trees apparently now. But this was a little bit surprise and a little disappointing. The chicken, whatever stuff spawns right up there, and it's always on that hill. Like, they only spawn in that biome. Never down here. I didn't know this guy fights. My amp fights. Didn't know. I just let him fly around instead of leaving him in the house that I just took down. He's down, and I didn't realize, but that chicken killed my amp. So sad. So sad. But I did get something on my journeys. It was a Strengthened Vitality 4 book. You see my hearts? It gave me like an entire new row of hearts -2. Just from that one enchanting book. Now it's on my chest piece. But I'm ready, or not ready at all. See, that was an enchanted one. You see all the buffs it gives me? It's everything but the night vision. I'm not ready at all. My bow's terrible. I'm not. But I wanted to fight it. I got these spears here that I put some flame on. I think it's lesser flame to hopefully set it on fire before it gets out. Because they, of course, do break blocks. And they fly through the ground. Sapphire I probably will need for something. I know it's dragon related. But I'm trying. I'm not going to try flying in there. It's so lit up because I have night vision, mind you. It'd be way worse if I didn't have this. That is a chupacabra that's attacking me. There's always something trying to ruin your day. So I started off great, being attacked by something that was not the dragon. I did figure out, believe it or not, what my biggest foe is during this fight. Do you know what that is? Besides myself, because apparently I'm setting myself on fire. I just wasted those spears I took time to make and enchant. My biggest foe in this entire fight is the cold. I don't know why, because I think it's spring right now, early spring right now. And I feel like I was over here during the winter before, like the whole time, and I didn't have this issue. But right when I start fighting this dragon, I do now. I don't really know why I still have those ear plugs in. I guess I just forgot. Oh no, I brought my Tide Guardian one because it had better armor on it. But it's this cold that's just, oh my goodness, this cold just basically grounded me. And the problem with being on the ground right here, it wasn't the dragon. The dragon has a specific range that I am very aware of. And there's mobs that kept coming out of holes close to me. Not even those blue spawning lake pond things. It wasn't those I was worried about. It was everything else that was running out of random holes out of the dark. I think it tried going back in its lair, I think. And tried setting it on fire. Not a good idea, because I was flying straight up instead of diagonally up. Killed my bird. Good thing I remembered my recall potion. I almost died once because the game was lagging and I couldn't scroll over, and I actually had to press 9. That's where I always keep my recalls. But this fight, it's not going to be in a video, but this fight lasted at least 15 minutes. Me standing over the lava, trying to fire from the ground, me floating up because something's trying to attack me from the ground. It wasn't a fun fight, and my bow, again, was just so bad. I don't even think I had power on it. I know it had infinity. That was about it. It has lesser flame. I think that's what it is. I can't wait to make a better bow, because a flame bow is amazing. So that's one of my goals, is to get a better bow. Obviously I want better armor and stuff too, but because I want to be able to just run into dungeons and just fight stuff without having to be too concerned about effects and stuff like that. And there's buffs you can use, enchants, that will counter those buffs or even give you those abilities depending on which item you reforge, which enchant you get for them, which I think is neat. But there's just way too many random things, too many random rolls with too many random items. Like regular Minecraft, you know, this is what you'll get pretty much if you do it this amount or too many times. Enough times, that is, that you'll get it. But not this one. This one, it could be anything. And even when you think you got it, you don't got it. But that's a whole nother. I could make episodes of just talking about the enchants and stuff, which I might, but I'm a little too lazy for that because there's a lot of them that I still haven't figured out. There's some that I'm trying to get still, can't get. Some I think you can only trade for. It was so much easier when this dragon was on the ground. I even have my fire guys there that pushed it towards the other side. But you can see how cold I am. I am freezing. And it's not from the ice dragon. It's just from the cold. I really don't know why it was so bad. But it was bad. That hypothermia is just, ugh. But it was luckily didn't really fly too much over here. Even if I hit it, it didn't really fly over here very much. It just hurts. I'm glad it doesn't do like too much damage. But this is where I've been sitting. I thought it'd be like more of an epic in the air fight because I was looking to get close and not close, and it didn't happen. This was a very, very boring fight. But it was one of those PvP experiences that I like because I've realized how much better I've gotten at it. So that's a plus between having to move and shoot and move, because the trajectory of your shot changes when you're moving up, down, left, right. If you're just hovering, if you're at a stop, the trajectory of your arrows does change. Also with the flight path of whatever you're trying to hit. So it does make a difference, which I think is pretty neat as well. Because I don't think you can actually move and shoot. Actually move and shoot on a horse. Can you? I don't remember. But eventually, which is the time I was waiting for, the dragon to get on the ground. And at this point, I was nervous not to die, but when was it going to be over? And then what would all this time taken? It took me probably a week and a half to find this lair for this dragon. What is it going to drop? There is no guarantee it drops. And I wanted to hit it with my halberd because I have looting on my halberd. But right now, if I take another hit, it'll probably hit me. I don't know what the health is, and you got to get pretty close before you see it, the health bar. So I wasn't risking it. I was just going to say I'm just going to keep shooting it and hope for the best. Because these dragons don't guarantee an egg drop. That's unfortunate. And I finally get it down. And these dragons, I still love their skins. They're just beautiful. Love them. So I'm going to come in. Of course, there's other mobs spawning that want to ruin your life. I'm trying to get some blood, which I forgot the glass bottle, so I only had one on me. I already had some ice dragon blood anyway, so that wasn't a huge deal. But harvest time. And this, just a lot of bones, which I liked. A lot of scales, which was amazing. I think the bones is probably my favorite part, because it didn't drop an egg. No egg. Not a single solitary egg. None. All of that for no egg. I'm hoping there's actually fire dragons that you can actually hatch. I don't know. I don't know if it's just fire dragons, not ice dragons. I want an ice dragon, not a fire dragon. But I do make the armor, so I guess that's a good thing. That's pretty much all I get from it. Besides, I don't even know what you do with the flesh and stuff either. Probably, but at least make the armor. The armor looks pretty cool. It's not enchanted, but at least I have it. Like a full set from the one. So I'll probably start using that. Not sure when, though. Because I have other things on my mind to clear my head. Yes. I still need to find the portal. It's dangerous down here. And it doesn't help that I have night vision and don't know that it's so dark. This guy destroyed me. Yeah. Yep. Penetration 2. I got to remember that. But eventually I do find it. I was still pretty close. Thankfully, I was close. This is actually not too far from my base. It's actually really close to the hill that I was trying to farm earlier in the series. Farm some of those frost rods, which I actually picked up some more so from looting than from fighting as a whole. But it didn't have any pearls. If you've never played RLCraft, and you don't have good enough cooling, you're gonna have to cover up or get rid of the lava. Just to let you know now, because it's hot in this room with all the lava. That's why you see no lava. And then this happened when I was at home and I opened a gift right when I went back, because I wasn't fighting the dragon then. Yeah, I do hope that you're enjoying the series, because I am enjoying playing it, even if it sets my house on fire. So I hope you're enjoying it, and thank you for watching. And my house did make it, just to let you know. My house did make it, but don't open your presents inside. It sounds weird, but in RLCraft, that was an actual Christmas gift, not a Halloween one. Yeah. So, until the next episode.